You are here to expand your capacity to receive. So, today I want to talk about feminine energy. I want to talk about being able to receive. I was going back and forth on what I wanted to talk about today. I was going to talk about The Wizard of Oz and all of the juicy amazingness that is that movie. If you haven't seen it, you're totally missing out because it is such a wonderful depiction of the journey to enlightenment. But I wanted to talk about feminine energy. I might touch on that as well in this video because I don't know, I might because I love talking about the Wizard of Oz. But anyways, I want to talk about your capacity to receive. Why I wanted to talk about feminine energy is because there are a lot of great work. There's a lot of great works out there when it comes to spirituality, books, a lot of things. And what I find, gotta make sure the mic's on, what I find is that often these great books, spiritual books, and even you look at these great philosophers of the past. You guys know how I feel about time in the past. Does it exist? I don't know. But anyways, we digress. It's often the Buddha, Jesus Christ, there's the Bible, and it's often these sages and stuff coming from a male perspective. Now, there are books written by women and things like that, but you don't see it as often. And they have a different perspective on this thing. Now, if you follow my channel, if you follow any of my work, especially as of recently, this is about know thyself. Why are we doing this thing? Know thyself. So I want to manifest it like a woman. I want to talk from this perspective because it's important to share more from the feminine perspective, feminine energy. Because this know thyself, why are we playing this game? Is that we come into these perspectives, these aspects to know thyself. And if we're playing the masculine perspective as a woman, we are not knowing thyself because the masculine journey perspective is a completely different one from that of a woman from a feminine perspective. The manifestation of a woman is feminine energy, our hormones, our brain, our nervous system, our anatomy, everything is to play the role of the feminine perspective. The masculine perspective, the masculine journey, the masculine whatever is a different journey. And so oftentimes when I'm reading these like really powerful, great books, they come from a place of what can you give to the world? What can you put out to the world? And if you know anything about my series, Manifest It Like a Woman, we are relating to life as it is our man. Life is my man. Life is my man. Now, if I'm relating to the life and life is my man, life is presenting me with things, situations and circumstances, and I am to receive from life. And how to know thyself of the whole. We are whole, by the way. We are life as well. Like we're relating to ourself. So life my man is the masculine perspective of myself. So it is me. Reality is me. But it is to know thyself from these contrasts, these different aspects. Like everyone is me. And I'm learning about who I am. I'm knowing thyself from these different aspects and the contrast of masculine and feminine. It's like this exploration of the masculine through this contrast. I know my perspective as the feminine perspective and how this relate and how different they are, how linear and outward moving, how like feminine or masculine energy is. I can know thyself from these different aspects. And so if I am playing the masculine role of hard work and, serving and doing and all these things, I am not exploring the feminine perspective of the whole through my incarnation. As a woman, to know myself is what is my capacity to receive? I think that the journey, especially if you can relate to my journey, it's, am I worthy of receiving? Am I deserving of receiving? This insecure, like, I think a lot of women go through these same kind of things to release, to be able to surrender to life, surrender to my man, and let life lead me. This is surrender. Let life lead me and expanding my capacity to be able to receive from life. And so what I find, especially with women, is this challenge of being able to receive. Our nervous system gets shot. Our nervous system gets a little shaky when we receive. And so it's this expanding of our nervous system to expand our capacity to receive. I mean, that's one of the many things that we are to know thyself when it comes from this feminine perspective is the receiving part. But I wanted to share that because there is so much out there and it's great information for a man. But our journeys are different. Our journeys are different. And it's a beautiful thing. This is the knowing of thyself through the contrast. This is the knowing of thyself through these different aspects that are being reflected back to us. And life is always presenting you with things because that's what your man does. Your man. That's what your man does. Life is presenting you with things. Now, what is the narrative or the conversations you're having with life? And I think that's important. So if life is presenting you with something in your awareness, in your experience of a woman being lavished by her man and being, taken care of. Oh, those are my kids. Being taken care of. Are you rejecting that? Are you having conversations about, she doesn't deserve that? Da, 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 da. Your man's listening. And this is coming from a place of not being able to receive being taken care of. And if you want that for your life, all you got to do is say yes. All you got to do is say yes. My kids are here, about to walk through the door. Anyways, you guys, that's all for this video. Say yes. Expand your capacity to receive from life, from your man. Anyways, that's all. Peace.